Hey ladies, it's Carmindy, and I'm about to take you step by step on how to get that perfect smoky eye. I know this is a look that we all try to achieve, but most of the time we wind up looking like we've gotten punched in the face. So this is how you want to do it. It's very, very easy if you just know the right steps to do. So we're starting off with my basic face. I have on foundation, concealer, and powder, and I did fill in my brows just a little bit for a little bit of a definition to the eyebrows. And now we're going to start off by Carmindizing the face. So I'm using my Sally Hansen Natural Beauty Inspired by Carmindy Storm palette, and it has 3 shades, all the colors you need to create that perfect smoky eye. So by Carmindizing the face, we're starting off with the fan brush and picking up the highlight shade, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and we're going to sweep that right on top of the cheekbones. And what this does is it highlights that cheekbone. A lot of times I use like cream during the day, and then I'll use like powder at night because it gives a little bit extra kick. And so just highlight those cheekbones. I do like a little C formation, like right here on the temples and right on top of that cheekbone. It's just so soft and pretty and glowy. And then we also want to apply it on the eyes. So we want to apply it underneath the eyebrow. So right on that brow bone from the inside corner all the way to the outside, just like so. And I'm using just like a medium eyeshadow brush. Make sure that it's natural hairs. That's what applies powder shadow best. So once we get that, we're also going to apply it on the inside corner of the eye. And this gives that eye a little bit of sparkle. This is what I do on everybody, this Carmindizing, because these 3 key places, when they're highlighted, always look beautiful. Okay, now we're ready for black eyeliner. So we're taking a Forever Stay black eyeliner pencil, and what we're going to do is line the upper lash line starting from the inside corner and work your way out. And I'm doing small little dashes. You don't have to do a perfect line, because really it's just about getting that dark shade right at the roots of the lashes. And just work all the way from the inside to the outside. I like to go underneath, in that water line underneath there, just to really get in there, get that color in there. And see how I'm working that right into the roots. And then what I like to do when I'm finished with the liner is I take just a flat angle brush and I smooth over top of that liner. And what that does is just kind of makes it all look even and light. And again, you don't worry about it being perfect because we're going to be putting shadows on top of it. Now, if you want to create a little bit more sultriness, I also like to rim the inside of that lid, also known as the waterline or the inside rim. So you're really just kind of starting off with this black pencil, creating the most drama. And again, right along that upper lash line. And it doesn't matter if you go on the inside rim first and then the lash line. You can do it whatever order you like. And just get up there all the way from the inside to the outside. And again, if you have a shaky hand, don't worry about it because you got your flat angle brush. You could just go right on top and smooth that out. And the real trick to the smoky eye is all about their gradation of colors. So it's always going to be darkest along your lashes, and then it's just going to fade into a little bit lighter, the lightest, and then the highlight under the brow. That's what makes it look so pretty. Okay, so now what we want to do is apply the lid shade from that palette, which is kind of a dark steely gray with a little bit of shimmer. And we're going to apply that right across the lid. So where we apply that eyeliner, all the way across the lid up into the crease. So start at the inside, sweep outside, go back and forth. And this is creating that smudginess, that smokiness. See that? Really nice. So just cover that whole lid. And this is a really universal smoky eye, so it doesn't matter what shape of eye you have, this is going to work. And really get that. It also doesn't matter what color eye you have. You can have brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes. And this smoky eye is going to work every time. So we're going to get the other one. And what this does, because we applied that liner first, when you apply the shadow second, it automatically softens that liner so you don't get that harsh line. Some people do the smoky eye where they do the shadow first and then they do the liner, but that is just going to be a little harsh. We want it to be a soft smoky eye. That's what makes it modern and wearable. Very important. Okay, so now we've got it covered on both lids, and now what we want to do is bring that same color under the lower lash line. So take your flat angle brush, put it in that kind of steely gray shimmery color, and we're just going to soften under the lower lash line, just smudge it out very lightly. So it's kind of thicker at the outer corners, and when you work inward, it's going a little bit thinner. And don't worry if you applied too much, because I'll show you a little trick in a moment. And again, right at the outer corners, working your way in, smudging it. This is creating that sultry smoky eye, making it look really sexy. And again, don't worry if you actually applied too much shadow, or if any shadow's fallen off. This is what I call my little magic eraser trick. I take a sponge that has leftover foundation on it, and I can just clean up under the eye really quick and easy. You can also thin it out underneath there, and that way it just looks absolutely perfect. All right, so now it's time to create the more contoury lid shade in the crease. So we're taking like a granite color that's also in the palette. This is the contour shade, and we're sweeping it with a dome brush right in the crease. So this is a little lighter than the lid shade, and so now you can see the gradation of color from the darkest at the lash line, then lightening a little on the lid. This is a little lighter, and then the lightest being that highlight. And this is what's really blending everything together, really nice, really easy. And see how it's just all softening up and creating a very, very soft, wearable smoky eye. And when you're done with that, you can always just go back over it again with that highlight to make sure it's all nice and blended together. I almost circle it like that, so it's perfect. And now it's time to bring in mascara. And we're using black mascara, of course, because that's what's really going to finish off your smoky eye. And just do it from the base of the lashes, sweep up to the tips, because we want a little extra drama. Hold it vertically and just kind of go back and forth on the outer corners of the lashes and underneath the lower lash line. This will give you that nice, thick looking lash. And what's really great is if you do smudge a little bit, not so bad, because you have a smoky eye. You won't be able to see it that much, so it's easy to clean up. And making sure you get each and every lash. Now you want to remember too that when you're doing a smoky eye, make sure that this is not for the daytime. This is definitely an evening look. It's a little too much for the day. And also when you're doing an eye like this, you want to make sure that because the eyes are the main focus and that's where all the drama is, that you want to keep the cheeks and lips a little bit softer. So we're applying this pretty kind of sheer blush and ethereal right to the cheeks, the apples, and then I kind of work back to the hairline. This will give the cheeks nice definition, but in a light way. And again, in the Carmindy app, you will find the right shades that are perfect for you according to your skin tone and hair color. Just avatar yourself and you'll find all the shades that work for you. These are the shades that work for a light skin blonde, but your shades are in there too, and the products. And last but not least is your lips, and we're applying a beautiful nude shade because it's about balancing the face. We're focusing all the attention on the eyes, so we want a nude lip. This is what's going to make you look balanced and polished. Apply the nude lip. And this is a nice creamy lipstick. And when you're doing nude, you don't want it too matte or too kind of opaque. You want it a little sheer and a little moisturizing so it looks pretty on the lips. That kind of opaque matte is kind of a dated pale lip. You want something that's a little more modern. And now you want to top off with a little gloss, and this is my Forever Stay Moisture Gloss. And this gives it just a little shine. And now you have that perfectly balanced smoky eye look. This is a beautiful look that's perfect for a great night out on the town.